Well, hi there. I am going to manage this monster grapevine. So this is about the time of year. This is May 1st that I do the trimming on this particular grapevine, and because I've done it in the past, and I'll be doggone if some of those sticks didn't where they're still on the ground sprout some leaves. Well, I over trimmed it because the dead look like the living on this particular one. There's no like green. The only green there is the new shoots coming out, and all the other stuff looks dead as any dead stick, right? But no, there's some stuff going on the inside. Oh, please subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell. That's what I'm gonna do. I've noticed that when I do this, I seem to get more grapes. So I bought this thing. I bought this particular vine from Home Depot. It was about that big. Well, I'm not sure if it was that big. It was about that big in a little pot. And it wants to take over my home. I have to all during the summer, I have to clip. Every 4 days or so, 5 days, I have to come out here and keep it under control. Otherwise, it would just take over everything. It goes into my peach tree and wraps all around in my peach tree. So I got where are you at today? I'm coming at you. So I'm gonna clip all the dead stuff so you can see all the new growth here. So I'll look for any buds. There's a bud here, but that bud's dead. So I just come in here and start removing all what looks like. And I'll get as much of the dead as I can. It's kind of like the blueberry bushes too. You want to remove all the dead ones. I did that with mine. They're at the end down there. Oh, my blueberries. I didn't get as many blueberries as I thought last year, so I thought, I'm gonna trim a lot of this stuff. Even the green stuff, I trimmed it down. And it looks like I might be getting a quadruple production this year compared to last year. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim all this. It can be tricky. You know how you start this kind of a project and you just start clipping, and the next thing you know you're going, well, I didn't mean to clip that branch of all the peaches, because you're going at different angles and it's all intertwined and you think you got the right one, and just when you thought, I heard it through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind, honey. So I like to get as much dead branches as possible without removing too much of my live stuff. Now, So what I do with this particular vine, I take the grapes and I puree them. So in a few months' time, because they're starting to bud now, I think, yeah, looks like, yeah, so I got some budding going on. And so what'll happen is I'll take those, divine them, and then put them in a blender and puree the whole thing, and I'll put them in cube tray, and freeze them. And so when I'm making soups or whatever I want to add a little sweetener to, that's the only sweetener I use. I don't buy sugar or any other sweetener of any kind. I also use my peaches for sweetener, so I do the same thing with my peaches. And so I might be getting enough strawberries this year. I might be able to do that with strawberries. I got, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 strawberry plants. I'm just not getting enough strawberries. So yeah, so all these squares have strawberry plants in them, and I got a whole bunch in the front, also along my whole driveway. It's about 60 feet, 70 feet, something, 60. And I built some pallets, long pallets, and I put strawberries in there. By golly, I want to use strawberries as a sweetener as well. And so I'm going to clip this down, and you can see what it looks like when I'm done. And I'll do another video down the road of how it looks when the grapes are when this is all filled in. Because this here is going to shade that whole back there. and it shades my beehives. So when the sun gets high, the leaves are up high, and so when it's like hot over there, the grapevine shades my bees from the hot sun, keeps them cool. They appreciate that, right? And so, okay, I'll get this process done here, and I'll keep you updated for all those you're curious how to maintain a grapevine of this kind. And I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So that's getting pretty close to where I want it. So what I do is I'll take these, and I'll get some rope, and I'll try to bundle this all together tightly, so I don't have anything like this hanging around, because this stuff just goes, it's terrible. So I'm going to tie all this up, and I'll be tying this all up all through summer, just trying to keep it here. Sometimes it's a daily challenge, because sometimes I'll miss a section and it gets out of hand really quick. You can notice them go, what? I thought I got all that. And it is already out of control. Before I can blink my eyes, what? All right. So I'll do a little bit more trimming, and then I'm going to do some tie-ups to get this all right where I want it, just in a nice row. What I'm actually end up doing eventually is taking this whole vine, so you can see the root down there, the stump. So I'm going to end up angling this vine a little section at a time and move it at an angle so it kind of wraps around this way, away from my blueberry bushes, because it starts to shade my blueberry bushes too much and they suffer. So at the end, I'll angle it more towards the bees. And same thing here. Angle it more down behind me, and voila. So you can see my blueberries coming on. There's the blueberries. There's a bunch of them down there. And this is all my raspberries. These get so big. There's all my raspberries there. And then those are standard big, just big, fat raspberry breed. I have to trim those different than all the other raspberries I have. And then this over here, these are a different breed. All that down there, I just call them creamies because they taste so creamy. And then this bushel here, this gets yellow. These are yellow raspberries. I got another growth of them going down there. Yellow. I transplanted those last year from here, starters, right? And so it took these strawberries 3 years to actually flower like that. This is the type of strawberry plant that you don't move. My other strawberry plants, they like to be moved. They like to be thinned out. They like, they don't mind being bushed up a little bit. But those bushy ones right there, no, leave them alone, because they will not produce strawberries if the roots get fiddled with at all. or if they don't get the right amount of water, those flowers shut down, so do the strawberries, and they're done. Picky, picky, some picky strawberry plants right there. Whereas the ones I've had for 20 years, geez, I can dig them up in early spring, plant them wherever I want to, and I'm getting strawberries throughout the summer. But not these. And that's what I was kind of saying about raspberry bushes, and so I got blackberries down there. Same thing. I have to trim my blackberries different than I trim these red raspberries. I have to trim those different than I trim these over here, and these ones over here, the yellows, they don't like to be trimmed at all. If I trim them, that particular one, it just won't produce. So I'm thinking about maybe that might be the blackberries too. This is the first year where I topped them. All the other years I just let them grow their length, whatever they're going to do, 10 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet, and then produce their blackberries. So even the same breed of blackberries can have certain genetic twists where you gotta figure that one out and see what kind of treatment it does best at. It also has to do with your climate, where you're at, so those genes will respond differently based on the consistency of the temperatures and humidity and sunlight and all those botany kind of things, right? So, all right, thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment if you want. I enjoy scientific research of all kinds. Doesn't matter what kind. Botany, biological science, theoretical physics, quantum mechanics. I dabble in all that because I find it interesting to know the facts of things, right? Evidence. So if somebody has some evidence of something, and they have, they say something, and they can prove what they're saying by the people at the top of the pyramid who do the research, that have master's degrees and all that kind of stuff in there and write the books and teach it at the universities, and they have something to add along that line, I'm all in until something more empirical comes along. I accept the most empirical information that we have, that we have, to offer humanity at the time, whatever the topic is. But at the same time, I never accepted the fact that, well, it's not a fact that there was a singularity and a Big Bang. No, never did. 40 years, no, never did. Got everything from nothing, like a little speck of something. Nah, it's more involved. I think it has more to do with quantum mechanics. As far as physics goes, I think the whole universe itself is E equals mc squared. Matter and energy changes back and forth twice the speed of light. We can't even record most of the transfer, so even with those colliders. Anyway, I got off topic again. I was talking about grapevine, wasn't I? Yeah. I got all kinds of hobbies. All right. Have a nice day. Bye now.